I can't not do it. I can't not do it. I just can't. It's crazy. We've crashed every... Don't you think the devs would think that's a problem and a streamer's crashing every single time they do a stream? Alright. I'm gonna start over, I guess, kind of. I gotta freaking... I hate the part... I have to set up the dang stream and everything. That's so annoying. Like, that's the most annoying part, is having to, like, reset up the stream. I wouldn't care if I could just, like, get right back on here. I mean, it is annoying to have 2 different streams every single time. It sucks I forget, like, every time. Every time I forget. It takes me, like, 20 minutes and then I crash. Like, every single time. I can't stop doing it. Can't stop doing it. Jeez. Trying to use my stuff from the last stream, but it's taking forever. It doesn't want to. Oh my gosh. Come on, bro. Yes, I want to save. Just save it. What's your problem? This like makes me mad too. I wasn't irritated before. It makes me irritated. It irritates me. It's like a troll by the devs, dude, I swear. Trolling me. They're trolling me. They're not fixing it on purpose. How can they fix the... I told y'all. Listen. The campaign, right? They fixed it. You know why? Because there's a campaign pass. It has to do with money. The game crashing, when you look at your hero, there's no money involved, so they're not fixing it. They fixed something. They took the time to go ahead and fix the campaign, the artifact. You know? They fixed that because there's a pass tied to it. And they don't want people not spending money. But while they were taking the time to fix the campaign, they did not take the time to fix the hero crashing. And I said that would be what they would do. And that's what they did. They don't care if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense to fix it. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense to fix it. They don't take the time unless it's a pass or some sort of money thing. So ridiculous. And it's so obvious too, like that they do that. I think wouldn't you be embarrassed if people are calling you out for only fixing stuff that makes money and not fixing everything else? And it's so obvious that that's what they're doing. I think they'd be embarrassed into like fixing something that isn't for money. But they don't care. They're fine with being embarrassed and not fixing their broken game that crashes every single time I stream it. To where it's embarrassing to me to crash now. So I keep crashing it. I got bit by the bug and passed out. Starla, Papa Willie. I know, I'm just gonna crash every time. It almost looks like I'm doing it on purpose. Anyway, go check out the stream previous to this. I show teams for high level, mid level, and I was working on a low level team. It was do Harpy Mage, Black Manacles, Atlanta, Leprechaun. And whatever class you want to level. I'd prefer a 50% start class. But let's just get started on this pure faction. I'm now frustrated. Let's just get to it. Maybe I can make the first one like the teams for the event, and then this one can be the ranking the difficulty. I'll change the titles or something. Alright, Fell Roost is probably down here. There it is. 500. Oh, we can do Deathless too, huh? Maybe. Or at least there's no hero in Pure Faction. So we can't crash the game. It's impossible to crash the game, right? Hopefully. When there's no hero in your team. So this must be what I used last time. We'll take a look at it. So Pure Faction means using troops just from the faction that you're doing. So we're doing Fell Roost. We can only use Fell Roost troops. You can use 4 Nocturnias, but you can't use your hero. Can't use Amnesia. You can't use Ace of Swords. You have to use troops just from Fell Roost. It's one of the categories of getting full renown in each faction. It's one of the tasks they ask you to do. And we were talking to a sort of like an early, early game person, mid game person, you might want to like lock one in at like 100, 200, 300, 400. Otherwise, it's going to get to where you can only do 50, 490, and 500. Because that's how factions work. But let's look at Fell Roost. What do we have? We got Fell Dragon. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by burning and diseased enemies. So pretty much nothing. Fell Dragon Egg. Disease a random enemy. Summon a Fell Roost troop. It's just our summoner. It's nice to have a summon in Pure Faction. It's one of our things we look for. We look for like a nice tank with attack and like life or durability. We want mana generation, of course. We want a nice legendary. And then we want some way to summon. Maybe some way to instant kill. Get Fell Hydra. Deals scattered damage boosted by diseased enemies. Disease 1 to 3 random enemies. Deals double skull damage versus diseased enemies. 30% skull. So we tried that one probably for the double skull damage versus diseased and the 30% skull. Nocturnia is definitely the star of the show here. It deals true heavy splash damage. Burn and disease all affected enemies. 20% chance to summon a Fell Dragon Egg. So now we have like 3 different ways to summon. 50% chance to spawn a Fell Dragon Egg with full mana on death. So when it dies, it could just summon in a Fell Dragon Egg with full mana. There's lots of ways to summon here. We got true damage. We have a pseudo tank. Undead Drake. Explode 4 gems and conjure a Bone Storm. Not a big fan. I don't really want a Bone Storm when I'm doing Pure Faction 500 because that's like the fastest way to die is to get hit by a bunch of skulls. So I don't think you should do Undead Drake. I don't think you should do Fell Dragon. So that just leaves these 3. And we got a combination of those 3. So I think this is pretty much the team here. Fell Hydra, Nocturnia, Fell Dragon Egg. If you want to live on the edge, you could probably do a 3rd Nocturnia instead of Fell Dragon Egg. Because it has so many chances to summon anyway. 20% chance here, 50% chance there. There would be 3 of them. So when you cast it, it has a 20% chance to summon a Fell Dragon Egg. When it dies, it has a 50% chance to spawn a Fell Dragon Egg with full mana. I almost want to do 3 of them. Like, what's the point of the Fell Dragon Egg if we're going to have so many chances with the 3 Nocturnias? This doesn't do anything else, really. Would disease a random enemy. The only time we would use it is if we actually lose a troop. I feel like I'm going to do 3 Nocturnias, y'all. Let's try this. Banner, purple for sure. And then probably brown. Might be what we have. Yep. Let's go up the obsidian banner. For our medals, I don't know. I don't know. It's just Nishas. Usually don't. I don't know. I guess Nishas. Nishas or Orpheus. Did I turn the air on, I hope? It's getting kind of hot. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We did get a $5 gifted from Anita on the first stream, just to bring it over to this one, and I did 5 gifted for yesterday, if you didn't see it on the first stream. Alright, so let's start scoring it a little bit. We can tell by how many rooms there are. I do 2 points per room. What's the least amount of rooms you got to do here? Looking like 4. Let me also write down Fell Roost. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fell Roost. So when we score this, we're going to do it by rooms, troops, enemies, and deaths. 2 subjective, 2 not subjectives. Rooms is not subjective. How many rooms do you have to do? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 2 is 8. You can have 3, you can have 4, and you can have 5. So it's kind of in the middle. 3 is what you want to see. 5 is what you don't want to see. Alright. Let's get going. The rest of the stuff we have to determine after the fact. So Fel Hydra, triple Nocturnia is what I'm thinking. As Nocturnia has so many chances to summon, what's the point of putting a summoner on the bottom of the team? Maybe for a little bit of red, little bit of yellow, something to do when you don't have like purple, brown, and blue. I don't think it's a bad idea to put an egg on the bottom. I just think it's super safe instead of... This is a little bit more risky.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Alright, we have our Nocturnia. This guy I'm probably mostly going to use for doing skull damage. But we could cast it. We probably want to cast Nocturnia when we have Nocturnia. And we'll shoot Nocturnia on 2. This is scatter damage. We can get the most out of it. Alright, now we just have that dude up and nothing else. But we'll just match brown.
Mana surge.
I think I'm going to leave him up until there's nothing else going on type stuff. So he's not blocking on purple. Take brown. Okay, now we definitely take skulls. Let's take it like this so they don't get skulls. Now I took a skull hit. Oh, got purple. Got every Nocturnia. I think I'll shoot on 2 one more time. 138. Ooh, that's so close. Bang. And now we'll shoot on their bottom troop because it has more HP. Man, this is killing fast. We could take this and try for the extra turn right here. Just try it. 326. We're hitting them hard. Boom, they're dead. That wasn't too bad. As long as we can... hopefully our first troop hangs in there. So we don't want, like, 4 Nocturnias. It wouldn't be horrible, but... Ooh, Glaceon. I hate to see it. Oh, well. I might target him just to get him out of there. I hate to see a Glaceon, because he could cast and do so many skulls and take something out. Luckily, he's in first slot, so we should be able to kill him. We just got to kill their Glaceon before they kill our Fel Hydra. Sauna's here! Thank you so much for the gifted running out there with Anita. I did gift 5, Sauna. I figured out what you were saying about the goal yesterday, like as I was going to bed last night. I'm like, oh, that's what Sauna meant. We met the goal. I'm always thinking other stuff in my brain, like, oh, you know. I said something in the last stream. We crashed again, of course, because I can't stream without crashing. Alright, free skulls, nice. We need to get them diseased, though, so we can hit them harder. Let's just take brown here, I think. Alright, we got Nocturnia. I might shoot right on that Glaceon. I think Glaceon's big enough of a threat that I just want to get it out of here as soon as possible. I almost want to take purple, because he uses purple. I don't want him getting purple. Ooh, free skulls again. We got blue. Got some brown and yellow. I don't really want them getting all that mana, so I'm going to take it. Nice extra turn, some more free skulls. Nice and nice. Okay. I think I'm going to start shooting now. I want this thing out of here. I'm wasting a little bit of damage just to get it out of here sooner. So I feel like it's the main thing that's going to kill me. Okay, now we can maybe shoot on 2. This would do 130 scatter, which is not great. Oh no, come on. Hang in there. We got skulls. And we need to kill it. Kill it. Nice, another skull hit. Brown and purple. And we'll be 42, so 130 divided by 4 is like 33. It's not enough. But we have nothing else going on, we almost have to cast it. Let's just cast it. So close! I don't want Glaceon getting up.
Mana surge.
Brown and purple and blue. Got nothing. Yeah, I guess. Oh no! Stop it! Kill it! Yeah, we got Glaceon out. We should be good now. Like, the middle, you know how there's like a first fight, a last fight, it's always the faction troops. There's always going to be a middle fight. And you could have different stuff there every time. And the things I don't like to see are Glaceon, Shagra, Bone Dragon. It's because they can kill one of your troops. They might not be able to beat you, but they're going to make it harder going forward when they kill one of your troops. Their stupid big skull spell. Nice skull damage there. Nobody's low yet. Alright, let's cast. Right in the middle. I think when I got brown, I'm going to take it. Brown and purple. Nothing. If we got nothing, we'll cast in the middle. Kill another troop. Alright, he's diseased, so we're going to do double skull damage versus diseased. Boom. Got purple here. Got blue. Let's take the higher purple. Oh, of course they get skulls, like crazy. Nasty. Skull hit. Alright, we get to do it back. Man, I need to kill. I'm gonna hit the snowman. Our dude's hanging on by a thread here. Our first slot is kind of hanging on by a thread. Purple, brown, if not, then blue. Let's go this way. Purple, oh, 3, he's got 3. Hopefully they don't do anything. This isn't skulls, right? Pretty sure that's fine. Woo! Getting out of there with that first slot still there. It's nice. No problem, son. All you did was miss the crash stream. You think Tacit will gain... Oh, he might. He might, dude. He might be like Spider-Man. Spider Tacit. Maybe he can come cure all the bugs in Gems of War. He'll get like special bug powers, like as a super developer. Then he'll join the development team for Gems of War, and then he'll like defeat all the bugs, because now he's like a superhuman bug guy. Alright, this one don't look too bad. Sacrificial priest, he's just gonna sacrifice one of his troops. And let's go, more green names. We got blue and purple. Why would I do the purple up top when I could do blue and purple? We got brown. Okay. Got nothing. Think I have to cast my dude. I have Nocturnia. The other two are enchanted, so that's fine. We can go ahead and cast it. Get them all diseased. Make sure that first slot's diseased. So we can do this. Bang. Ooh, they hit me with skulls. First skull hit's fine, though. We have barrier.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Brown and purple. Or blue.
Mana surge.
We got blue again.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
It's fine. I'll fill up my first slot. That way he's not stealing purple. Extra turn. Okay, we got Nocturnia. Let's shoot it on 2. Till he's really close to death, at least. Okay, now he's dead. We're gonna do 140. I'm gonna shoot on Sacrificial Priest, I think. Okay, they did something there. Pretty much nothing. Got Scatter, divided by 3. Divided by 3. What is that? Ugh. Why do I suck? 40? 40-ish damage. And that would get their first slot really low. We got nothing else going on, so we might as well. Still got nothing. Let's not give them skulls. Ow. First skull hit there. We got purple. Got blue. Oh, they get another one, of course. Our first guy could take out their first guy. If we got nothing else. Okay, he's hanging in there. Probably take 3 more hits, skull hits. Got 30% reduction. Let's take brown because purple would just go to our first guy. Nah, they use purple though, so let's take purple. Then they won't take brown and I can take brown. Ooh, free skull hit. Purple and brown, come on. Of course not. Guess we gotta cast it. Got nothing else. There's some brown and blue. They get another skull hit, of course. Got Nocturnia, that'll kill their first slot. Okay, one more. Oh yeah, got out of there. We're bringing our full team into the last fight. That's what you want. An angel, what you got? Pet food or shards? For me, I would take the pet food. But shards aren't bad for other people. You could turn those into diamonds and stuff. So if I was like a player that still needed diamonds and jewels, I might take the shards. But since I don't need diamonds or jewels, I'm going to take the white pet food. I ran my pet food pretty low, like maxing all my pets. Alright, here we go with the last fight. Ranking of difficulty. You missed the crash, yep. I crashed it again, Tyrion. I crashed my scooter. I crash my scooter every time. You know this. I would just come to expect it now until they fix it. Just assume that I'm going to crash the first stream. It's like impossible not to. It's such a habit. Maybe by the time we get to the chatathon, if it's still not fixed by then, which is totally possible, maybe I'll try not to crash it the entire chatathon, because that would suck. Alright, we got skulls here if we take this red. I think. Yeah, we should. But we got a green extra turn first. Now we have a for sure thing. Boom. Alright, we're looking for purple and brown. We got neither one, so let's just cast our first guy. Kind of pass our turn. Will this work? I might just give him an extra turn. No, it'd only go down by 1. Getting skulls. This guy's gonna summon a Bone Storm here soon, which sucks. I really don't want that. Up here it comes. Hopefully we can survive it. Luckily it's the last fight. Okay, let's shoot off our other Nocturnias. Maybe. Might take brown first.
Mana surge.
Do some skulls. Kill that. Now I can shoot on somebody different. Let's take the skulls again.
Mana surge.
I kind of want the purple right now.
Mana surge.
Skulls again.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Okay, now's a good time to go ahead with the Nocturnias. Probably. Now let's get brown.
Mana surge.
I would like to have all of them. I'm getting greedy. See how sometimes, though, there's no colors to match? That's a good time to cast.
Mana surge.
Like, right now-ish? We have nothing, right? So let's go ahead and cast.
Mana surge.
Take brown here.
Mana surge.
Ooh, they got skulls. Hurts. I was watching a YouTube video about poop before I got on here.
Mana surge.
Just so you know. Different shapes, different colors.
Mana surge.
Got all three! Alright, let's go. Should be able to kill. Super close. Alright, I am going to... Instead of letting them summon, I might hit their first slot and just... I don't know. How much will this do again? Plus 24, so that's 154 divided... So it's going to do 50 per? It's not going to kill anything. Let's just take purple for now.
Mana surge.
Kind of like waiting on a skull or two. That'd be great. We got nothing right now. We have to do it. I think I'm just going to kill the first two. I'd love to hit... Well, we could hit Nocturnia really hard and kill their second guy. I think the value of like getting this egg all the way out of here so it don't summon. I'm gonna do it. I guess I could have shot in the middle and maybe... I could have probably shot in the middle. Oh well. Oh well, we're still doing really good. We have nothing right now.
Mana surge.
Of course they got brown. I gotta take purple because they use purple. They're about to cast on me. Luckily they can't kill anything. They're gonna hit something really hard though. Ouch! Oh, and they summoned, of course. Wonderful. Blue extra turn. Hit them with skulls. Of course they got brown. Hit them with skulls again. Sure.
Mana surge.
Come on, baby. I'd love to finish this without losing a troop, because it's one of the hardest things to do in a game. Can kill their first slot. Aw, dang it. You can go for skulls. I don't know if that's smart.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Alright, he keeps getting mana. If he shoots the same Nocturnia again, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be really low. Okay, we got diseased and skulls. Ooh! Let's go! That was pretty easy. I did it deathless. Pure Faction 500 deathless. Didn't lose a single troop. It wasn't even really that close. He would have had to shoot at least 2 more times on the same guy to get something out of there, I think. That Nocturnia had to shoot at least 2 more times, and then maybe something would have died. So it wasn't even that close. We won without losing a single troop. Fel Roost is one of the easiest ones. You got so much summoning. You got Nocturnia, who's really good. Heavy, true damage. And then the tank thing, the guy, the first slot, he wasn't too bad either. Doing double skull damage to diseased. Everything's going to be diseased. So you're always going to be doing really heavy skull damage. He's got 30% skull, which is not great, but it's fine, you know. On top of the double skull damage and using different colors and a different spell to cast. It's not like the best troops, but doing it deathless just says something, you know? So we got to make it one of the easier ones. What other ones did we do deathless? We did the Blackheart deathless. We gave that a 18. We did Mirror Halls deathless. We gave that a 16. We did All Seeing Eye deathless. Gave that a 12. We did Crypt Keepers deathless. Gave that 11.5. See how many? Wow, we've done a lot of deathless. Mirrored Halls deathless. Emperor Nazar deathless. Silver Necropolis deathless. Deathless pure. I've done like a third of them deathless and pure at the same time. Alright, let's just let's go with the deaths first. We put a 0. So now we just gotta figure out troops and enemies. What are we gonna give it for a score there? If the troops are good, it gets a 1. If the troops are bad, it gets a 10. If they're mid, it gets a 5, obviously. I think it's more on the good side than the bad side, so we'll start, you know, it's going to be a 5 or under. You could start there. It's probably not a 1, though. It doesn't have everything you could want. You know, if it had everything you could want, it would also have some way to instant kill. It would have a slightly better tank, slightly better mana generation. So I think it's missing something to where it's not, like, the best. But it's got a lot of firepower, a lot of summoning, and then the tank is okay. So I would say it's not a 1, it's probably not a 5. So we're looking at a 2, a 3, or a 4. You guys want to discuss amongst yourselves? 2, 3, or 4 probably for this one. As far as troops. Enemies, were they hard? Not really. Not really. The Undead Drake's annoying because it does like a Bone Storm, but that kind of helped us do more damage. The Fell Dragon Egg kind of died before it could summon. The Fell Dragon... That's like the bad one. Is that the bad one or the one we used? And then Nocturnia is the biggest threat, obviously, on the bottom of the team there. But we could target it if we really wanted to. We could just target it until it's dead. It's not bad. Like, the enemy's team right here, they're not... If they were using, like, multiple Nocturnias or something, then yeah, that would be harder. But they're not. They're using, like, one of each. And Undead Drake sucks. Fell Dragon Egg, you don't really need that much. Fell Dragon... is the one that sucks. Fell Hydra is the one that's okay. So Fell Dragon sucks, Bone Dragon sucks, or Undead Drake sucks, Hydra sucks, or Fell Dragon. Fell Dragon sucks, Undead Drake sucks, and the Egg Troop is not necessary. So all they have is like one decent troop on the enemy team. I think that's what made it easier, was like the enemy team was shitty. On this one they have 2 Fell Dragon Eggs. That's 2 things pretty much doing nothing. An Undead Drake in first slot and a Fell Dragon in last. So the enemies, it might be like a 1. It might be a 1. That was really easy. The enemies are pretty easy. I guess there's 1 Nocturnia, so maybe a 1.5 because of the 1 Nocturnia. I want to give it like a 1.5 for enemies. That was so easy. And you can't judge like the middle fights because they're going to be different. So you can only judge the first and the last, which are always the same. So I'm really thinking for the enemies, somewhere like a 1 or a 2. And I'm thinking 1.5. Maybe not the complete easiest, but really close. A 1.5-ish. Then for troops, I'm thinking more like a 4 maybe. Maybe a 3. Maybe not a 2. Because you don't have instant kill. You don't have really good mana gen. Your tank's not doing the like gain attack and armor and life thing. You just have lots of firepower, lots of summoning. So it's missing a little bit there with the troops. But the enemies, that was super easy. Let's see what y'all are saying. Oh, no. I checked it again, dude. Yep. I was explaining the team once again. I showed 3 different teams for the faction event. So I'm like, you do this because of this, you do this because of this, and then you do this because of this. And of course the third thing was the hero, and I clicked on it. It was between fights and everything. It wasn't even in a fight. I think it's dumb that it happens outside of fights too. Like, why you're not allowed to click on your heroes? So weird. It's like the hero's in like every single team almost. Until you get to end game, the hero's in like every single team. So there's a bug waiting to happen every single fight. Every single fight. There's a bug, there's a crash is waiting to happen in every single fight. You can't avoid it unless you just don't use your hero. That's weird because most people use their hero in like every single team. So there's a crash waiting to happen in every single fight. Have you ever seen a game where it could crash and you could make the game crash every single fight if you wanted to? You can't. If you click on your hero, it's crashing. If you click on their hero, it's crashing. Your hero's on your team. Until you get to end game, your hero's on your team like 99% of the time. So 99% of your fights, you could crash your game by accidentally clicking on your hero. And then if you're like a YouTuber and you're making videos, you want to explain why you're doing stuff. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing that. This is why I got this. So you click on everything and you read it. And then I crash every time because that's such a habit that I do every single time. So I have to like avoid. I haven't been able to avoid it. I crash it every. This is like 4 streams in a row. I've crashed. Yoke is here. Jets is here. Papa Willie on a scooter. Yeah, dude. I get it as like a normal player. It's way easier to avoid, and it's not as big of a problem either. You guys aren't in the middle of a stream like and have to restart your whole stream and redo your back end and all that stuff. Like I have to retype my description, redo my tags, re-choose like all the drop-down menus. You know, I have to redo everything every time it crashes. It's really annoying. The only time it affected me when I wasn't streaming was in a Guild Wars fight. Like, it could definitely get you as a regular player. If you use a sigil, and then you fight a fight, and then you click on your hero, you're going to lose that sigil. It's going to cost you. So the worst time it could have happened was Guild Wars, and of course, it was in Guild Wars. The next worst time it could happen is probably maybe a Citadel War. Maybe you're doing a Citadel Wars fight, and you click on your hero, and then you crash, and then you lose a Citadel Wars fight because of it. Factions would really suck. Say you're doing pure 500. Oh, you can't do hero with pure, but you're doing deathless. You're doing deathless 500, and you're like, you almost got it. You're on like the last fight, and you click on your hero by accident, and you lose. You crash, and they have to restart the whole thing. You lose a sigil. That would suck. So it could suck for regular players, but it definitely sucks way more for streamers because it crashes our whole stream. We're more likely to like click on the hero and explain stuff. 500k gold. So Alfield's Pirates is recruiting. 3 spots open. Open invite. I might have to join you guys again for my new account playthrough if you don't mind. I might want to show like a different guild first, just for a little bit. Cause I don't know if people think that's like streamer privilege, but anybody can join their guild, really. Anybody can join. You just like, especially their like little junior guilds. Like I'm not joining the main roster. I'm joining like the other one. Tyrion says I play so fast I only crashed one time, and it was because someone asked me to check something, and I checked it without thinking about it. I know, we can talk about it all we want, and I'll probably still do it. Unless this crashes around for like weeks, then maybe I'll stop doing it. But this crash has only been around for like 1 week. So I'm still doing it. What, you guys don't have any input about the score for this Fell Roost? I'm thinking 1.5 for troops, or no, 1.5 for enemies. I'm gonna lock that in. Then for troops, I'm thinking either like thinking probably a 3 or a 4, because you could definitely have way better troops. We had solid ass troops, like good troops, but I think you could have slightly better. So it can't be a 1. I don't think it's a 2. It could be a 3. I'm going to put 3.5. How about that? Troops are pretty good. Got 3.5. 3.5. I'm going to do it. I'm locking it in. Alright, so for Fell Roost, we have a 13. 13. It seemed like one of the easiest ones, but it's going to still be... So we got 1 easier, 2, 3. It's the 4th easiest. On my list here, it's the 4th easiest. I got Mirrored Halls, All-Seeing Eye, and Crypt Keepers as easier. But I don't know, that was pretty freaking easy, Fell Roost. I gotta say, it was easy. We did it deathless. Alright, let's go ahead and do deathless, even though I just did it deathless. And the stream is probably ain't gonna be like super long today. We already crashed once. That was like a 20-minute stream. So I'll probably go about an hour. Go about an hour, unless something crazy happens, you know. There's always room for that. Anita and Sana are out there. The ladies, no boys allowed. Playgirl magazines everywhere. Fabio hanging on the wall. Some of you fellows want to go out there real bad, I know it. Got Brad Pitt, The Rock, John Cena just flexing on posters. Or whatever floats their boat, whatever they want. Girls rule and boys drool. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, let's do Deathless, might as well, just to finish the whole thing. Don't click on your hero, stupid. Alright, so Deathless, it's pretty much always the same thing. Sometimes the coloration, it won't let you do it, but you can still get pretty close, usually. So we got High King Irongut, of course. That's the main, he's like the point guard of this team. He's the pitcher. He's the quarterback. High King Irongut. Okay? Because he's just really good in factions. You can get him to 100% devour, super easy, and then you got an instant kill that absorbs stats. You can do it multiple times. He gets an extra turn. It's one of the best troops. It's the best troop in the game for Deathless. And you got to do 38 Deathlesses, so he's down there for you. Jets and Yoke. Alright, do we have Zul'Goth? Yes, we do. So that's our team. It's pretty much our team. I'm being very cautious of not clicking on my... I'm like thinking about it now. Don't click on your hero at all. I mean, there is, like, you can, I guess, when you're casting a spell. You can, like, cast a spell. And I have to put them on the team, so I'm going to have to do this. I do Essence of Evil. I think it's better than, like, Wand or something. For Deathless. And then we have Leprechaun. If Leprechaun's there, use it. If Leprechaun's not there, look for Harpy Mage. And we move this up. There you go. Class, I always do Elementalist. Same reason I'm doing Essence of Evil. That's why I'm doing Elementalist. I'm trying to prevent myself from losing a troop. And then Banner, I think it's like green-blue. That's fine. High King Irongut can still get blue and yellow. It's no big deal to minus brown. We got blue, yellow, brown, green, purple, and red. So we're using like every single color. Right? Blue, yellow, brown, green, red, purple. 6 colors, all used. 2 of them use green, 2 of them use purple. Zul'Goth, you could do red if you wanted to. Like, he's going to get up either way. And he could still catch purple. So red might even be better. Might be better, actually, than brown. Could do this. I kind of like the green, though, in first. Could do that. Like, why not? Minus red. You can still catch purple. It's just like kind of giving... High King Irongut has 2 colors. Zul'Goth has 2 colors. I think that's what I was thinking. With this one. That way, High King Irongut has yellow and blue, and Zul'Goth has purple and red. So I think Ocularen's like perfect. Alright, let's go. Yeah, a whole bunch of banana hammocks. Papa Willie on a scooter. Banana hammocks. Banana. Got Sagittarians, their favorite troop. Alright, let's do Essence of Evil on their first slot. Super safe. Get them all entangled. You can also use it as another instant kill on their last slot. Make sure they can be devoured. This one can be, so you can do this one as well. I think I want to get rid of one of the eggs so they can't summon. You don't want to devour something that's entangled. I mean, I could because I'm already over 100, but if you're not over 100, you want to gain some attack. When they're entangled, they have 0 attack, so try to devour something that's not entangled. Plus, this thing's already all screwed up. Like, why would you... Might as well leave this for last at this point. Alright, let's, I'd like to get some green, possibly. No? Okay. I'll take purple, I guess. I can get brown and... Nope, can't. Let's just get this. Got Zul'Goth. I don't really love casting it this early, but we got nothing else going on. They're entangled in first slot. Just make sure you shoot, like, let's kill this. I just don't want to take a bunch of skull hits. Take green. Oh, there's a skull hit. Got yellow. And they're dead. I already did it deathless with my pure faction team, but not everybody's going to be able to do that. You might lose one troop or something, so that's why I'm showing this, just in case. Got the angel again. Last time she gave us pet food. This time she says souls and pet food. I'm going to grab the pet food as an in-game player. A beginner, you might grab the souls. But the pet food, you're always going to need. Souls, one day you won't need. Let's do the next fight. Deathless. 500. Have an extra turn here. We got a huge red and a blue. If you do the blue, though, well, both ways you get both. But do we minus red? Does it matter? Let's just take it, I want blue more than red. Does it matter? It doesn't matter. I think I take red and then I can get a mana surge on blue. I think you get more mana the way I did it. At least on blue. Plus the red was bigger. I don't know. Let's do Leprechaun. Got High King Irongut. Okay, there are extra turns on the board, but High King Irongut gets extra turns, so you might as well just cast it. Make sure they can be devoured. Let's kill Nim away. Now we can still take the extra turns. The way you want to do this one is take this up, and then you can take this up or this down. If you do this, you only get 1 extra turn. If you do it like this, you get 2. So boom, and like boom. I could have did it different, got skulls. Let's do yellow brown. Oh, they got skulls. Green would be nice. Let's get green. Let us get their first slot entangled. Why not? The rest of the team's entangled. You always do High King Irongut first. Then Zul'Goth. Skulls. Bang. Dead. The second guild is a 0 requirement guild. I can't access any my alts yet because of PC. Perhaps next week I can run it again. Yeah, I'm gonna be like it might not even be the first. You know, I can't even join a guild right away, so you probably have a few weeks. Might even have like a month. And I could always join a different guild until you get it sorted out. I'm like, it's like a conundrum for me. I would like to play the game in a way where, like, a brand new, fresh beginner that knows nobody, I kind of like to play it like that, but, and like, if you know, they could come to my stream, they could go to the forum, they could go to Discord, they could go to Tacit streams, meet everybody, and then get into it. Like, if you really wanted to, you can get into a good guild as a beginner these days. It's not like that hard. I don't think it's that much of a privilege or advantage that I join like a decent guild. 'Cause I think anybody could do that if they really wanted to. Oh, no one's ever complained. I just, you know, trying to think of everything. Alright, instead of taking skulls, do your hiking Iron Gut first, then he'll have more attack. And he always gets an extra turn, so... Oh, man, I'm an idiot. I was checking everything up to that point. But that guy can't be devoured. I have to curse him first. No big deal. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay. Some yellow and brown, maybe. 1, 2, 3, then they would get skulls. Could do it this way. Would that be better? Yep. Okay, we got Zul'Goth. It's kind of a little bit early. I think I'm not going to cast it. Not yet. That'd be one way to maybe lose a troop. You cast your Zul'Goth, you throw a bunch of skulls on the board, and then they get a bunch of skulls, like backfires, and they get a bunch of skulls. And then they kill your High King Iron Gut. So you kind of want to hold it until you at least devour once. Usually I devour twice before I shoot it. Alright, now we have them. So now we'll be fine. Let's double check. This one can be devoured. We gained attack. Now we shoot our Zul'Goth instead of like taking the skulls. Well, we could take the red extra turn, I guess. Nah. Let's just shoot Zul'Goth. If I take this, we'll have less skulls up there. 1, 2. No, we'll be good. Let's take it. I don't want to remove skulls when I'm about to put a bunch of skulls up there. Let's instant kill this Baba Yaga. And we got some brown and skulls. They're dead. Still have all our troops. Last fight. What if I did Deathless 500 back to back? That's not bad, huh? Pure, I did level 500, Fell Roost, Pure Faction, Deathless, and then I did Deathless, and I did it back to back. I did a Pure Faction 500 Deathless, and then I did Deathless, and I did them both back to back. Don't do this. You want to do High King Iron Gut first. Because he uses brown. You would say you want to save it so you can absorb it. Double check. Okay. Waning Portal. Now I can do this. Get the mana. I like green. Green and brown. And blue. We got blue here. We got blue extra turn. Okay, we got High King Iron Gut. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. Devoured twice. Good. Let's, since they're both entangled, let's Essence of Evil their last slot, so they're terrored. And that could cause another instant kill. I think, anyway. I don't think they have to move all the way down, do they? That'd be stupid. Alright, since their second slot is more effed up than their first slot, I'm gonna devour their first slot. Like, why not have the last thing on their team, like, silenced, entangled, terrored, hunters marked? You don't want to, like, devour that. Might as well leave it up there. They're going to be dead either way, but... Oops, meant to do this. Got this. Just need some skulls and we win. Bang, Deathless back to back. Let's go. That team, like, always works for me. I think there might have been one time ever that I've ever used that team that it accidentally, like, some death mark went off one time. The early death mark that went off right away. It's the only time I've ever failed with this team. 16,400 gold. Nice. And yeah, I mean, that's Fell Roost, pretty much. You know, a few good guilds with low requirements for beginners. And then the whole thing about, like, you know, I just started this game. I'm a brand new beginner. You could talk to the guild leader and be like, hey, I still need to open up this game, and I still need to do some of my kingdoms. And, like, as soon as possible, I'll start giving the right amount of gold and participating in the guild events. I plan on playing this game pretty heavily, and it won't take me too long. Like, normally when I'm doing a new account playthrough, I'm also still playing my main account. So I'm not, like a normal person, especially at the beginning of the game, you're going to play the game like 2 or 3 hours a day, every single day, and open everything up pretty quickly. And so it wouldn't take that long. You might be in that guild for like 1 month before you start giving the required amount, getting the required amount of everything, like participating in the guild events. And guild leaders know that, especially in lower level guilds. They're just looking for people to join. So if they have some sort of requirement, you could talk to, you know, just say, hey, I'm a brand new player. I plan on playing a lot. I'll be able to, you know, contribute pretty soon, but I might need a few weeks to settle in. Just letting you know. So even if there's a requirement, you could still join and talk to them. And most of them are gonna be cool, and just say, yeah, totally understandable. They were there once. They know how it goes. As long as you like keep your word and actually start contributing at some point. You don't just like leave the guild and go somewhere else, right? I definitely want to like stay in that guild and give the requirements a few times if they let you stay in it for free. But yeah, you definitely want to keep getting in better and better guilds, but within reason. You don't want to just like be hopping from guild to guild and leeching either. Alright, that's pretty much everything. A little bonus stream today. We crashed again, that was funny. What happened to my chat? Come back. Oh no. Give me the chat back. How do I get the chat back? Share. There it is. I found it. Live chat. And we went how long? Almost an hour. We need to play it. Let's see. What else can we do real quick? Oh, you want to do some Explore 16 real fast? That's the new thing. No, otherwise it's, you know, we got the world event. We just went over this yesterday. Of course, you should be doing that. You should do your faction event. Underspire. You know, PvP, you should always at least do your Citadel Wars and maybe Monolith battles, Gold Mark fights. I don't like it as much as I used to, but it's still like a daily you should probably just do real quick. At some point. It's not like the first thing I do. I usually do XP Booster, Adventure Board, Dungeon, you know, guild event, or single player event, then guild event. But, yeah, let's do a little bit let's do like one boss chest on Explore 16, since that's the new thing. See what we can get. Let's see what we can get. Maybe we get a Nisha. Get some Cine Dust. Alright, we got Skull. Let's just do this. I don't want to be taking too many Skull hits, though. Should probably keep that in mind. That'd be the one way to slow me down. Dying to Skulls on my Chrysantherax. Can be annoying. Because it definitely can happen. Got a side quest, which I do not recommend. I don't care that you get Miststones. I would rather be further into the Explore and getting the boss chest. 20 Miststones. If you think about it, each fight, like how many Miststones are we getting if there's no side quests? You know, you get like 180 Miststones or something for 4 fights, right? So that's like almost 50 Miststones a fight. So if you go do a little side quest that's the same difficulty for 20 Miststones, that's less than half. Why wouldn't you just go to the next fight? Like if you're going to be doing Explore for an hour or two, I think it's smarter to just keep going and not touch the side quests. You know, unless it's the gold or glory one or straight up Miststones maybe. But if it's like souls or trait stones, what I mean. It's like a shitty trait stone or soul one. Or like pet food or something. If it's an okay one, then yeah, I guess. But look, another trait stone one. I don't think it's worth it. It doesn't make sense to me to go do another fight for less Mythstones. Even if you get the boss chest sooner, it's gonna cost you like down the line. You stopped and did a fight that was worth less Mythstones. When you could have been doing another fight that's worth more. And you could have been one fight further. Don't make sense to me. Unless you're doing like one boss chest and you're like, oh, this is the only boss chest I'm doing. If I get these 20 Mythstones, I'll get the boss chest. I guess. That's kind of a very specific situation, though. Most people want to farm multiple boss chests, not just one. Let's do brown. Brown. I'm not 100% on that, though, you know. Just started playing it. Just doesn't... At the moment, the side quest thing is not making sense to me. Why you would stop and do it. Freaking trait stones again. Even if I don't make the boss chest, I don't care. Those fights are... If they were, like, easier fights, okay. But they're exactly as hard as the next fight that you'd be doing anyway. Alright, let's do this just to see it. It's a volcano gem. It's going to explode up and diagonally up. Which they're way better when they're down here. You don't want to be getting them way up there. That was an extra turn, so... If you match them, they explode upwards like a volcano does. Or just match something. Come on. Am I gonna be... No, I'm not gonna be short. So you get 150 to 154 Mythstones. Yeah, divide that by like 4. It's almost 40 something. It's at least half if you do a side quest. Like I was saying, if the side quest fights were easier and you could one-shot them, I would totally do it. But it's still the same difficulty. You gotta 3-shot it, just like you would the next fight. Why not do the next fight, which gives you like 40 or 50 Mythstones, instead of one that does 20 and gives you freaking trait stones? I don't like the side quests. I don't think they're worth it. Unless you're doing like one boss chest and you need 20 to get it. If you're going to keep going and going and going and going, I think it's not smart to stop and do a side quest. I need to make those like one-shottable. It's a side quest, not the main quest. Usually side quests are easier. They should make it one-shottable or something. Then I would do every single one of them. Sometimes the 20 doesn't even make a difference. You're just fighting a hard fight for less Mythstones. Duh 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 duh. Duh 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 duh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't know. How about this? Okay, we got the boss chest. What do we get? So far, I have not been impressed. I haven't gotten anything too good, but I haven't really grinded it too much. And that's, you know, can't expect to get Nishas every time or Anus every time. I got a couple of Mimics, which was nice. Feel like the Mimics appear more often here. You see what I mean? Like, come on. Badge of Orpheus, Badge of Yasmin, Badge of Guard, Shiny Dust. Of course I'll take a badge. Of course. I like badges. Just got like the 3 worst ones I could get, though. And Shiny Dust. I need medals. Alright, let's, Yo, DC with the 10. Robert with the 5. You guys are going nuts. Appreciate it. Sana and Anita were out there by their lonesome. They were ripping out posters from Playgirl magazine and hanging them on the wall. You guys are going to have to, spruce it up a little bit there. Put some ladies on the walls, too, Robert. DC. Cinecoins. Hiya, Cynical and all you Center Squire members and lurkers, too. Be sure to mark your calendars for the Crash-a-thon. Chatathon, and who knows, could always turn into a chatathon. Crashathon, chatathon, or a chatathon. Probably gonna be a crashathon, dude. Let's go, 5 and 10. Another nice stream, appreciate it. I could go ahead and gift out the 5 again, or we could save it for the chatathon. It's up to you guys. You earned another one if you want it. Yesterday and today. Let's do it again then. Screw it. What do you guys want to see? We can keep going for a little bit. Bang! We popped a willy on a scooter today. I don't know why that's so funny. It's because you like really don't pop a willy on a scooter, you know? You like bunny hop it, right? Most of the time you're not just lifting the front wheel on a scooter. So it's really funny. It's like Clues the video game, Karate the movie, stuff like that. It's our new thing. It's our new thing. Educational purposes, etc. Pop a willy on a scooter. Sit on the toilet backwards. Because you don't. You like really don't pop a willy on a scooter. You like, you can bunny hop it. You can do like a little 360 thing where you hold the handlebars. You can spin the handlebars. You can jump and like do a 360 without, you know, keep your feet on it. You can do a back flip, a front flip. I don't think anybody's popping a willy though, you know? That's like a bike thing. You pop a willy on your bike. Like if you did pop a willy on a scooter, it wouldn't be that impressive, right? You're just jerking up on the handlebars. Which anybody in the world could do. So that's why it's funny, you know? Watch me pop a willy on my scooter. Look what I can do. Kick your leg up. Type stuff. Epic Trials if you want. Let's go. Let's get this boss chest and we'll do Epic Trials after that. We already did a Pure Faction 500 Death List. We might as well do Epic Trials too. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I would like a Nisha badge, please. That would be great. I'd love to see one. It's like Bigfoot. It's like Bigfoot. We need somebody to dress up in a Bigfoot costume, and then we'll act like we're not paying attention while we're filming ourselves, and then we'll catch... You'll run through the background in your Bigfoot outfit. I'll be like doing a vlog out in the wilderness. It'll be like a camping vlog. We'll do this whole setup where we're doing a camping vlog, right? And just like we'll be talking to the camera, doing like one of those. And then all of a sudden, DC's gonna be dressed up like a Bigfoot, and he's gonna run through the background while I'm filming. So like the background is in the frame, like on purpose. Like all of a sudden I like move the camera a little bit so like the background's in the frame way more so we can catch the Bigfoot running through the frame. That's what we need to do. Maybe we'll get a Nisha medal then if we do that. Oops, why'd I do that? Luckily I got an extra turn. Come on, dummy. There you go. Then we'll get a Nisha if we can locate Bigfoot in the wilderness. The Appalachian Mountains. We'll take a trip to the Appalachian Mountains. We'll plan a camping vlog. And then we'll do a monologue to the camera. We'll show way too much of the background in the frame while somebody's in a Bigfoot suit running through the woods. And then we won't even acknowledge it. Right? And then the comments will blow up like, did you see the Bigfoot in the background? And then we'll be like, no way, we didn't even notice that while we were slowly editing frame by frame. I didn't even notice that. That's crazy. Did you see the Bigfoot at the timestamp? Good catch, chat. Good catch, comments. You saw the Bigfoot in the background. I did not see that when I was editing my video frame by frame. There's no way. How would I see that? People do that. That's how they catch Bigfoot. I always think it's like some sort of hoax. Same thing with like aliens. They let go of a birthday balloon and then they... Like, what's that up in the sky? It's a circular orb. Look the way it's moving. It's moving weird. It's got a weird propulsion system. Advanced propulsion system. Can you tell? It's shiny and it's silver. It's circular. Government does not even know about it. It's advanced weaponry the government's not telling us about. Meanwhile, it's just like a balloon with Doug on it or something. Rocco's Modern Life. Badge of Orpheus. Woo! Party! Difficulty 16. I'm getting Badge of Orpheus. Man, I'll take it, I guess, man. You know, you could stack up some medals. You could gold elite some commons. You can get enough shiny dust to one day get a random token. Oh, it's okay. It's grindable. They nerfed PvP as a grindable, and then they kind of slightly buffed Explore as a grindable. So now they're both kind of viable as a grindable. You kind of have to choose between the two now. Do you do PvP or do you do Explore? I guess it depends what you need, honestly. Depends what you need. Do you already get the, I don't know, like in PvP, what would you spend gold marks on again? Is it super worth it? You could, like, get this pet that you don't have. This pet you don't have. Orb of minions, maybe. Ooh, I got 5 of these and I haven't even used them. Should probably do that. Of course, the Banshee Queen. That's silver marks. Once again, it's shiny keys. So they kind of made shiny stuff a little bit more grindable, but super slow. Trickle, bird feeding you. Both of them, like, the grindable is shiny stuff, almost. Mr. Noob Duty with the 10. I'm 6'8" and can dress up as Bigfoot and slank around in the woods. Let's do it. You know how many views we would get? We should all collaborate on, like, a hoax video so we can get a bunch of views. We should be, like, a ghost hunting crew. A ghost hunting crew. We'll go out and we'll just go to, like, a creepy building. It'll be pitch black. And we'll just sit there. And every creak is a ghost. Every time a weird piece of equipment goes off, it's a ghost. We can have somebody else in there that's making noise on purpose. That way there's noises. Like, you know, you act like there's only 2 or 3 people. And then you have a secret 4th guy that's, like, slamming drawers, opening doors. You know, stomping around upstairs. And you're like, oh my god, did you hear that? There's only 2 of us here. They always say that at the beginning, too. It's just the 2 of us. Nobody's else in the building. There's definitely not another guy that we brought that we're not showing on camera that's upstairs stomping around. It's definitely not. It's just the 2 of us. Only 2 of us. There's nobody else here. It's just us 2. And then there's, obviously, Fred is up there walking around and jumping on the bed. Like, oh, what was that? And then they run away. Instead of, like, going and finding the ghost, they run away. It's like, dude, go get it. It's right in the other room. You heard a door slam in the other room. Like, run in there and look at it. Like, use your camera. Capture it. Let's see it. They're like, ooh, and they run out because they know it's Fred. They don't want to get Fred on film. They hurry up and run in there. Like, Fred's still going to be, like, leaving the room because he's stupid. So they just, like, run out the front door instead. Like, oh, there was a ghost. Alright, Epic Trials is what y'all said, and you're the boss. You're the boss. So let's do it. Blighted Lands Epic Trials. One of the hardest things in the game. You got Pure Faction 500. You got Epic Trials on the hardest levels. Arena, Guild Wars. Those are the hardest things in the game. Those things. We got Baphomet, Herald of Woe, Blightwing, and Lucy Freya. Epic Trials is another good thing to be doing because there's no hero. So Pure Faction 500 and Epic Trials. And probably Arena. You can't crash. So maybe I should play, like, on my chatathon, I should only do Pure Faction 500, Arena, and Epic Trials. That way there's no hero to click on. Because heavens to Betsy if we bring our hero into battle and look at him sideways. The game will crash. Alright, Baphomet. Shiny. He's shiny. 16 red purple. He deals damage to 3 random enemies. The enemies burning deal double damage. Deal triple skull damage versus burning. So he really wants the enemies to be burning. But he can't do it himself. Cannot do it himself. He needs somebody else on the team to be burning. So he can do triple skull damage and double spell damage. Herald of Woe. 25% skull. 3 defend first. Flick Death Mark when doing skull. It'd be a good tank, but I was taking advantage of the Baphomet doing triple skull damage, I think. Destroy a row, gain attack, armor, boosted by brown. So, I built him up in second slot, probably. I don't know. This is like the offensive way to do it. You could put Herald of Woe in first slot, if you want to be more defensive. If you're having trouble, you might put Herald of Woe in first slot. And maybe I was doing this because it was like lower and not the hardest fight, too. I don't know. Blightwing. Deal damage to an enemy. If the enemy is diseased, explode 3 green gems. If the enemy is burning, explode 3 red gems. Burn enemies when doing skull damage. So how do we burn Lucifria? Yeah, she burns all enemies. So we want to cast her and then cast Baphomet. So it's kind of in a weird order, but I'm trying to take advantage of the triple skull damage versus burning. Is why. Alright, let's go. The enemy's hard. This guy can be annoying. The Bone Storm. So, Bone Daemon would be the first thing I'd want to get rid of if I have an option. Epic Trials. I gotta heart your thing. There you go. You too, DC. I already did DC. I already did Robert. I can't heart Saunas. Papa Willie on the train. So we would like to get up Lucifria, because we would like for them to all be burnt. But we have a nice green-red here that's a sure thing. I can't really pass that up, can I? Oh, we got a nice skull extra turn. See what, you guys know what you would do here? You know? If you match this blue, you get an extra turn on skulls. But guess what? If you match this purple... I don't know, though, because that yellow might mess with it. If I match this purple, that'll also match the blue, which will also get the extra turn. But the yellow throws a monkey wrench in there a little bit. Because I think it would match first, and it would all kind of fall weird. So I'm just going to match... Oh, we can do it here. We can match this purple. Still get the same result. Nice extra turn. Now we have Baphomet. Are they burning? No. So let's just take the skulls. I want to get the double dam. The double dam. We got some blue. Yep, Lucifria. There she is. Time warp. I'm gonna have to see what time warp is. Is that? I don't know. Okay, we got skulls. They're not burning, but I don't want to pass up the opportunity to do damage. Okay, now we do Lisi to get them all burnt up. If they're able to be burnt. I could get skulls here. Let's do this though. 126 to an enemy. Burn all enemies. I'm gonna hit the boner guy. They're all burning. Now we can get these skulls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom! Hit them hard. Do it again. Dead. Alright, so this is random. So you just want everybody burnt if it's random. Let's go ahead and do it. It's gonna do double. Double dam. Okay. We got blue and red. We got a red extra turn. Let's get the red extra turn. We got purple. Ooh, we got blue extra turn up there. You see it? Match the purple. And the blue, 2 blue fall.
Mana surge.
No. That's the difference sometimes between like being really good at the game and just kind of being good at the game. It's like every single match you want to like get the best move you can, get every extra turn that's possible, cast spells in the right order, don't mana block, etc. Like don't let them have skulls. Like if I match this red or whatever, they won't get skulls, but at least I checked. You could do this guy. Destroy a row. Row is left to right. And you could try to get mana while you're doing that, maybe. Like right here, we could get yellow. You can get some of his mana back if we destroy this row. Or you could destroy a row that has a bunch of brown in it, if you want. So it's like, do you want mana, or do you want a bunch of brown? Or you could get rid of skulls with it, just so like the enemy doesn't get skulls. I think I'm going to get the yellow. Because if we get him back up again, he'll get another round of attack and armor. We got skulls. They're burning, so that's good. Can we do it in a way to where they don't... There we go. Get a yellow extra turn. Got skulls again. And in Epic Trials, it doesn't matter. You can lose all your troops except for one, and you still get the win. It's fine. We could reburn. We could just kill the first guy. That way this thing hits randomly on other stuff and not the first guy. So I think I'm gonna kill the first guy. See, now they're both burnt, and we know Bahamut's gonna hit those two instead of the first guy who was almost dead anyway. Boom, 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 dead. We beat it. Of course you would buy this. This is the whole point of doing the Epic Trials, is to buy this pet and get it fully ascended. I already have the pet fully ascended, so I don't need to buy it ever again, which is really nice. Do it once, you buy the pet, you never have to play this again. You're done. Not that many of those type of things in this game, where you can just do it once and it's done forever. As long as you buy the pet, get it fully ascended, you never have to do this again. 300! You did make the goal again. Do you want them? I'll give them to you. Say the word, I'll do it. I already did it once today, but it was for yesterday. Time warp is from the blue capstone, takes away enemy extra turn, 20% chance. So, did they get an extra turn? Like, it went off, but was it because they got an extra turn, or was it just going off? Because I'll have to pay more attention to when it happens. Let's do a 300, I guess, until you guys tell me to stop. I'll keep doing Epic Trials, unless you want to see something else. We'll at least do one more. Let's go! You want it? You want it? Let me know. That's not clear. I'll do it again. Better watch out. I can only do it one more time this month, but you got it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I'll gift another 5. You guys did it, so, you know. I just don't have any left for the rest of the month is all. But you did it, so let's do it. It's the point. Boom, shakalaka. 5 more gifted. Xavier. Got Messariosh, Shade Derp, Cronster Monster, and Philoscapes with the gifteds. Let's go! That notifies those people too. They might come to the stream. You never know. So here's a little teach thing. You can match it this way and get red too. Instead of doing it this way where you wouldn't get red. You might get blue though. So what do you want, blue or red? I kind of want blue. Maybe I would do it down. Would that work though? Wouldn't this fall all the way? Yeah, never mind. So you would do it this way, get the red too. If I do it this way, then the blue's going to fall by like way too much. So go this way, get the red too. You know, it's telling you to do it this way. But if you do it this way, you still get an extra turn. And you get red.
Mana surge.
Oh, what do we want? We want blue. There's blue. There's blue there. We could take green and get blue. That's smarter. But they might get skulls. I think they get skulls if we do that, maybe. So, could take red. Let's take this blue. It'd be safer.
Mana surge.
The other one was scary. Oh, let's see. We want blue. Purple's okay. We got green a couple of times there, but they get skulls. Let's just take the purple.
Mana surge.
Got them both up. We got skulls. We don't want to pass up the opportunity to do damage. We don't want to be taking skull hits. Let's get them burnt first. We could get brown and red. We don't need red right now, though. Could get green. Let's go with the Lucifer. Who do we want to kill? The bone guy. Alright, now they're burning. So we could cast Baphomet. Got yellow, we got red. Got yellow. Just making sure there's not some crazy good match first. Alright, let's do it. I mean, it's the exact situation where you'd want to cast it. They're all burning. Ooh, we hit one of them twice. Let's go. Got green, we got red. I will take red. You know, Blightwing's not that good, honestly.
Mana surge.
He's the only thing that's green on our team. He's not that good, honestly. Alright, now what? We got a bunch of green, We got purple and blue.
Mana surge.
So the colors we want. Alright, Lucifer. They're already all burnt, pretty much, except for the last guy. We'll probably save her until we need to burn at least a couple. I think I'm going to go ahead and cast Baphomet. Just don't hit the last guy, please. Thank you. You hit the bone guy twice. So now we can kill the bone guy, get him out of here. No bone storms. Reburn everything. That was perfect. Got purple, which could result in a skull hit. I think that's the best move. Nope. Oh, I gave them skulls, but they didn't take it, so we're fine. And they're burning, so they're going to die. What an idiot. They're dumb for not taking those. We got red and green. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. We also have blue over here. Got red. I think I'll take the... I can't pass the red and the green. It's too good. Brown extra turn. Dude, have you guys seen the Welcome to the Game 3? It's really fun to watch. I've been watching John Wolf play it. I'm a YouTube guy. I watch lots of YouTube when I'm not YouTubing. I at least listen to it while at work, you know, whatever. But that's been an interesting one. Just people playing the game 3. That's a pretty cool game. Got to give it a chance, though, because it's like... They're looking on the dark web, they're looking for codes, they're looking for keys, they're hacking people are hacking them. You send out, like, assassinations on the other people. It's like whoever gets all the keys first wins. So you can, like, try to assassinate the other, like, hacker people. And you're always getting, they're always trying to assassinate you, so you got to keep your eyes open. It's like Five Nights at Freddy, almost. You got to have, like, cameras and sensors, and, like, the assassin comes, you got to get up and hide. You're trying to be on your computer and look for stuff, and then somebody, like, tries to kill you and you have to hide. You have to like do little mini games so you hold your breath and hide or else they'll kill you. It's been fun to watch on YouTube. I'd like to play that. It sounds like looks like a cool game. It's number 3. There's like 1, 2, and 3. Welcome to the game. That's what I've been watching. Alright, we want blue. Well, we don't need blue. Too bad. They're almost dead. We really just need Baphomet. Purple and red. If not, you know, Lucifer can do some damage at least. They passed up on a red extra turn. I'll take it. We got purple. Just grab it.
Mana surge.
Thank you.
Mana
And I think they're dead. I think they're dead. 118 3 times, yeah. We win again! Funky Town's here. We're having another good stream today, dude. Are you still on vacation? You still there or you back? Weren't you on vacation? Alright, Mr. Noob Duty, have a good day. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Coming in off the bench and just hitting home runs, bro. Hope you have a good day at work. Alright, this is the hardest one. Do you want to see it? This could be... Could do the hardest one. Could do the hardest one. What time is it? I'm actually... I don't think I have, like, too much crazy stuff to do today. There's going to be a storm, though. Just, like... I want to see when the storm's coming. You guys let me know if you want to see, like, the hardest fight here. I'm probably going to do it, but... I want to see when the storm is coming on my phone. Supposedly we have, like, a nasty storm. Like, stuff got canceled later in the day. Ooh, yeah. Oh, look, dude. All of a sudden, we don't. That's weird. It was like 100% chance. I wonder if, like, they already canceled everything. I wonder if they're going to, like, say we have to come now. We had, like, an appointment. And then they canceled it because of the weather. But now there isn't going to be weather. There's no way they would, like, say, now you have to come, right? That'd be weird. I guess it missed us, dude. The weatherman is so horrible. I'm glad, like, I don't want a freaking crazy hailstorm with lightning and power going out. But I can't believe they were so wrong about it. That they were canceling stuff. How can you be that wrong? You watch Mullet Review? Dude, that sounds cool. Fast food liquor store in Ohio? I want to see some mullets. I want to see business up front, party in the back. You'll be here till Friday? SpaceX launch? Let's go. Hope you're having fun, man. Probably a deserved break. A deserved break for a hard-working feller. Funky Town, Texas. Okie doke. We want blue. We want extra turns. We're on the hardest fight. One of the hardest fights in the game. According to Donald. It was hard. It was one of the hardest. I walked in. I said, man, this is hard. Baphomet is now death marked and low on health. That is not good. That might be why I have the tank in second slot. Maybe I should have moved my team around before this fight started. Let's get him all burnt, though. He cleansed it. He took his antibiotics. He's up. He's ready to go. It's working again. It's not floppy and flaccid. We could get red and yellow. We don't need red, though. Let's go ahead and burn them up. Let's get some good damage on them now before we lose Baphomet. Okay, we got skulls and they're burnt. Some more good damage. We probably just want to rush Baphomet before he dies. But we don't have any purple or red. We got green, which could lead to potential skulls falling from the sky. We have brown, which goes to our tank. We got green and brown. That's probably the smartest move. Okay, we got skulls. We got purple into the skulls instead of just taking the skulls. But there's an extra turn, so that trumps everything. Take the skulls. Their Twisted Hero kind of helps us. It puts the colors up that we need, and normally we get an extra turn. Maybe that's when the Time Warp was going off.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Okay, we got Baphomet again. Nobody's burnt, though, so we kind of need Lucifer back first.
Mana surge.
Can kill their first slot before he casts.
Mana surge.
Oh, no. We need Lucy. Lucy! You got some splaining to do.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
There she is. She's gonna come explain it. She's gonna do some splaining. Boom, hit that guy because he has a Bone Storm. Boom, utilize the Skull hit. Double, triple damage, whatever it is. Do it again. Boom, they're dead. Now there's only 2 enemies. Boom, dead again. Oh, they killed my Baphomet. Okay, we need to get our tank going, probably. Get our tank going. Are there any good spots for him? Probably just hit a bunch of brown. We got 2 here, 1 here, 2 here, 2 here, 1 here. Okay, nothing too special. Could get brown here with 1 on it. I think I'll do that. Get rid of a couple skulls. Got this. He does damage. I forgot he does damage. But I think I'd rather have them diseased or burning too, if possible, before I cast it. Take blue.
Mana surge.
Let me get them burning at least. Oh man, there's purple into brown into yellow. I think we gotta take that.
Mana surge.
Alright, I think I want to... I think I'll... How much you hitting for? 105. He can't kill anything. So I think I'm going to cast my tank first. Just to get him going. Well, let's do Lucifer. And then we'll do... Let's do this. And then we'll do him. Hit 3 brown here. Building them up so we win. Got a purple extra turn. Got Lucifer, we got skulls. Let's do skulls, then Lucifer, and we win. Oh, or we just went with that. Alright, we lost a troop, but it doesn't matter. There's no reason not to lose a troop. And we beat the hardest epic trials. Did a couple really hard things today. Pure Faction 500, Deathless 500, and the hardest epic trial fight. The only thing left would be like Arena. 32 factions. Done? You got 32 done? Worm run done? How hard was it? Mr. Walkervich. How can I get the dragon that one pops everyone? Chrysantherax. You got to keep opening floral eggs? Okay, let's look at it, Mr. Walkervich. I gotta write down mullet review first. Hold on. Hold on, I need to write down. I gotta watch that. I gotta check out mullet review, dude. Where can I write this so I'll see it somewhere? Because I'm serious. I've never seen mullet review. I want to check it out. Mullet review. M-U-L-L-E-T. Mullet. I'm gonna look at this like a week from now and not know what the hell it means. Mullet review just written down somewhere random. Mr. Walkervich, so the way to get Chrysantherax, go look at your Soulforge. So it's in games. It's in Soulforge. And you can just go to Chrysantherax, who is in troops. See? Chrysantherax. And it tells you what you need. So you can do R. Whoops. And click on this. So obviously you need 1200 Dragonite. Which the way to get Dragonite is to do your dungeon every single day, go for perfects, and then play the Vault event super heavy. Get your Dragonite gnomes, maybe wait at the end of your gaps to get the full drop from the Dragonite gnome. So the main ways to get Dragonite. I only recommend buying Dragonite when you're sure what it's going towards. You're buying a weapon, you're buying the last dragon and the Soulforge. I don't like buying Dragonite just to pop random eggs. So make sure you get like 4 or 5 of the dragons first before you start like buying Dragonite, because you can buy Dragonite from the dungeon, from PvP. There's also like Dragonite just in random guild events and like Underspire. Like if you just play the game like you're supposed to play the game, like do all the events that you're supposed to do, all your dailies, there's a little bit of Dragonite in there, like sprinkled in, like events and Underspire and stuff. Like the 7th dragon in the Underspire has Dragonite every single time. Usually towards the end of guild events, there's Dragonite. But the main way is to like get it, to farm it or whatever, to stack it up. It's dungeon every day, go for perfects, and then vault event, do your gaps. You know, look for Dragonite gnomes towards the end of the gaps, and then wait for the gap to end and get the full drop from the Dragonite gnome. Just playing the vault event properly, you'll get lots of Dragonite. You know, it does take a minute. You're not going to get Chrysanthrax in one vault event. You know, it's supposed to take a while. You're popping random eggs, getting random dragons. But anyway, you need this weapon, right? So what is it? It's Heaven's Barb. So then you go look at the weapons. Heaven's Barb will be here. And it tells you what you need for Heaven's Barb. Heaven's Barb, you need Flowering Thorn. And you need 1200 Dragonite, 1200 souls. And you also need Seed Striker. So Flowering Thorn and Seed Striker. Those are right here, right above it. So to get Seed Striker, you're going to need the yellow dragon, Narkithis. You're going to need the green one, Gladius. And you're going to need the red one, I think, Thornaressa, to make this weapon. Whoops. I always do that. To make the other weapon, you're going to need the other dragons for the floral dragons. You're going to need the brown one, the blue one, and the purple one. So the way to get the dragons, you go pop eggs, floral eggs, wherever they are, right here. So for 600 Dragonite, you can get a random floral dragon. It's going to give you one of those 6 dragons. It's going to be the purple one, or the green one, or the red one, or the yellow one. It's going to be random. So you have to keep doing this. This is the first step. I worked my way backwards just to teach you how to fish, right? So you can find anything, like how do I get Wand of Stars? You know, you look at Wand of Stars, it says you need the lovers, you need this. How do I get the lovers? You go open vault keys, get tarot cards. So basically, you need Dragonite. You come to the Soul Forge with your Dragonite, you pop floral eggs, which means you push this button, you hit craft. And then it'll give you a random dragon. So you're going to get either yellow, green, purple, red, whatever, brown. Now you have one of them. You need the other 5. So you're going to do it again. You're going to pop another egg. You're going to get another dragon. Hopefully a different one, because you can get the same one. That's the hard part. It's totally random, and it lets you get the same one over and over. So you keep doing this until you get 4 or 5 of the dragons, different ones. You want to get it to where you only need like one. You need, oh, I need the yellow one, or oh, I need the green one, or something. You just need one left. And then once you just need one, you don't want to keep doing eggs, because now you've got like a freaking 1 in 6 chance of getting the one you need, and it's just like too low of a chance, and you're just going to keep wasting 600 Dragonite. So then you just wait for that dragon to come to the Soul Forge here. The dragons are on a rotation. So right now it's Oricea. So you can craft this one for 2,000 Dragonite. It's not random. You'll definitely get Oricea. This one is like the purple one. So let's say you like popped random eggs. You did like 10 of them. So you got yellow, red, brown, green. You know, all the colors except for purple. And then you stop doing that. And you wait for this one to be in the Soul Forge to get your last one. Instead of like keep getting red, keep getting yellow, keep getting brown. Wasting Dragonite. So now you have all 6. You can go make both of those weapons. Now you got both those weapons. You can go make the Heaven's Barb weapon. Now that you got Heaven's Barb weapon, you can make Chrysanthrax. It's supposed to be hard. This is like the best troop in the game, the hardest hitting troop in the game. Like, it's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to take a while. It's supposed to take months. So don't feel bad if you got 2 dragons, 3 dragons, 1 dragon. Like, and then you need lots of Dragonite, because every step takes Dragonite. So dungeon every single day and go hard at the Vault event, like properly the way you're supposed to play it, like Rowan or Ironhawks, Explore 1, don't stop and do pets, like gaps and pause at the end of the gap to get the full drop for Dragonite Gnomes and all that. But it's supposed to take a while. It's one of like the longer things in the game because it's so good. You know, I use Chrysanthrax for like all my dailies just to wipe everything out in one shot. Or any time I can use Chrysanthrax, I pretty much use it. So super strong. Hopefully that answered your question. Get Dragonite doing dungeon and vault events, and just everything else, a little bit of trickle, and then pop the floral eggs until you get 4 or 5 different color dragons, and then wait for the last one to come through the Soul Forge. Save up your Dragonite while you're waiting. You're going to need a bunch of Dragonite anyway, so if it takes 12 weeks, it takes 12 weeks. If it takes 16 weeks, it takes 16 weeks to see that last dragon. Don't be tempted into popping a random egg. You got to stack up a bunch of Dragonite anyway. Even if you get the dragon you need, you're still going to have to make the weapon, You know, you're going to need Dragonite when you have all the weapons and you're going for Chrysanthrax at the end. So the time period where you're kind of like waiting for that last dragon to finally appear in the Soul Forge, no big deal, because you need to stack up a bunch of Dragonite anyway. Who cares how long it takes? And the longest it can take is like 18 weeks or something, because it cycles through all the dragons. There's only like however many there is. Is there 24 now? Whatever it is. There's Diamantina, Stellarix, Pandemonium. Oh no, Pandemonium is not in there yet, so it is only 18. There's just Diamantina dragons, Stellarix dragons, and Floral dragons right now. And there's 6 of each, so there's 18. So the longest you would ever have to wait for like one specific dragon is 18 weeks. And it's usually going to be shorter than that. I guess it could be a little bit. If you miss it, and then the very next week you start looking for it, and then it has to go through like all the dragons, and then the cycle restarts, and then it's the last dragon on that cycle. It could possibly be like 35 weeks or something, but most likely it's going to be, you know, 18 weeks or less, unless you get super unlucky. Hopefully I answered your question there. Basically, just stack up a bunch of Dragonite, pop floral eggs for right now, till you get 5 or 6 of the dragons. 4 or 5 of the dragons. Weapon for Ruby again, Dread Cutlass. Make sure you get it. Don't leave this week without it. It's very important. I think Ruby Weapon's the best weapon in the game. You know, you could say Wand of Stars. They kind of do different things, though. Ruby Weapon's the best damage-dealing weapon in the game. Ruby and Wand of Stars is the best mana-generating weapon in the game. So they both do different things. So you could say this is the best weapon in the game, Ruby Weapon. The Ruby Macaque. Macaque is red. I call it the Ruby Weapon. Everybody knows Final Fantasy VII, Ruby Weapon, same thing. It's a weapon. It's got Ruby in its name. It's the Ruby Weapon. Instead of saying Macaque every time. Or Macaque, or however you say it. Macau. The Ruby Macau. Is that how you really say it? Macau? I don't know. Sounds like Macaque. I don't want to say Macaque every time. When it's probably Macau. The Ruby Macau. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Isn't that a type of monkey? A Macau? I should type it into Chat GPT and see how you're supposed to say it for real. I think it's Macau though, right? But yeah, the Dread Cutlass is available right now. So this will be it's another thing. You should get this, no matter what. Like, get it. If it costs every single resource you have, you should probably get it. Because otherwise, you're going to have to wait 38 weeks for it to come back around. And it's right here. It's one of the ingredients. See how it says Blighted Lands? This week is a Blighted Lands week. So it's only going to be there till Sunday. Then next week it'll be a different kingdom, and it won't be there. And it's right here. You can craft it right now for 600 rubies, 600 sapphires, 3 celestials, 300 diamonds, and 15,000 souls. I think there's rubies and sapphires, right? Psst. The way you get the jewels is by doing your dungeon every day and doing the same way you get Dragonite, pretty much. Same way you get diamonds, same way you get jewels, is the same way you get Dragonite. Dungeon every day, vault event, super heavy. Souls, you should just have them, just don't waste them on dumb stuff. If you don't have them, then vault event's pretty good for it. Celestials, once again, they just come. Just don't waste them on stuff. You know, wait until it's something good like this to use them. But Explore, I guess, would be the other place to get them. I would hate if somebody actually had to grind souls or celestials. That would suck. Feel like you probably wasted some at some point if you have to grind those. at this point in this game. With all the orbs that we got and everything. We got orange orbs to trait stuff or whatever. We got blue or green orbs to, level stuff. Why are we wasting a bunch of souls in Celestials? Of course, you wouldn't want to like use every orb, every time you get one, but it should be a combination to where you never run out of either one of them. All right, let's see what else y'all are saying. Chinese buffets, dude, I love those. Maybe I should grow a mullet. Worm Run is done. Goes to a lot of Chinese buffets and rates them. Takes his shoes off to see how sticky the floors are. Tyrion says the issue is still going to be the maze. I blew my chance 2 to 3 weeks ago to beat it with gems. 2k gems basically wasted, and we'll need a super high horde level in order to complete it. The labyrinth, yeah, that one sucks. Your goal was all done by end of year, but this may now be out of reach. It's only 6 remaining. At least 2 are weekend events. I don't know past September currently, but with update, okay. Well, good luck, man. I hope you get it done. I hope to get my ranking the difficulty done one day, maybe. If we keep having, like, really good Monday streams, and I'm able to, like, stream on Tuesday. But I'm also going to be doing a new account playthrough for a while. Mr. Walkervich with a 5. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We are cruising today. Holy cow. We were already at the gas station. Do you guys want to hear the story? So Anita gifted on the ghost, like it wasn't even a ghost train. It was just the train that crashed. Sana gifted at the beginning of this one. Robert with the 5. DC with the 10, aka Thiz Boy. Mr. Noob Duty with the 10. And then Mr. Walkervich with the 5. So we are cruising along. Maybe I'll stream on Thursday. Maybe we can do... we can't. I was going to do... See, I want to do the new account playthrough on the Chatathon just to, like, make it, special. Something like a thing. I'm not really trying to procrastinate that long, but I thought, like, to make the Chatathon more special, we could start the new account playthrough on it. But we could, I don't know. Maybe it'll be the episode 2 or something. Maybe we could start it on Thursday. Like, what else would we do on a Thursday live stream? I don't know. Maybe I'll do Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. I'll give you guys something. Thursday or Saturday. I gotta see when Mrs. Cindy's working and stuff, too. I don't want to, like, promise something I can't do. Well, I'll give you... You earned another bonus stream, whenever it may be. Some point on a Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. Probably Saturday, I would say. You want me to crash it? I could crash it. That's easy. No problem, Mr. Walkervich. He says, thanks for all the help with my constant questions. I love it, bro. You know how many other people that's probably helping? You never know, dude. It could help 0 people, but it could also help, like, freaking 23 people. You never know, dude. Alright, what are we doing now? We did all the epic trial. Let's play. You want to play an arena? What do you want to do? I don't know. I can keep going. You guys keep it going. I'll keep going. Like I said, today I don't have too much going on, I don't think. Let me check. Like, the group is canceled. Mrs. Cindy gets off at a little bit later today, I think. I can't remember, actually. Hopefully she don't get off at 3. Let's see. What do I got going on here today? I should probably... I might have to take like a 5 or 10 minute break here. But I could keep going for a little bit. If you want. Let me open the chat back up. There. Come on. Where's the chat? There it is. Was there any other questions? Let's see. You need loads of gold. Pop a Willy instead of a random egg. Don't pop a random egg. You're still losing even with all that? Yeah, it's one of the hardest ones, right? The Bobby McCocky. Is the faction weapon any good? Let me look at it. Most likely not. There's only a few that are good. Life and Death is good. I can't even remember all the faction weapons, though, so I don't want to go on like a... It's in the shop. What am I doing? So we got the Fell Ward. Gain armor boosted by burning and diseased enemies, then burn all enemies or disease all enemies. I don't know, not really. If it gave armor to... Like, if you could give armor to something else, it would be in there with, like, Golden Cog and Shield of Erskaya, maybe, but you're only gaining armor on the hero. Like, you know, it looks bad, right? Gain armor, and then burn and disease. Like, who cares about any of that? That's a waste of a spell cast. So, yeah, it's not good. But we all know we get it just because... We gotta get it at some point. It's another weapon for Blighted Lands. You know, you're playing this event anyway. You might have to make progress in Fell Roost. Like, at some point, you're gonna have to make progress in Fell Roost. So why not make it today? Buy up to the weapon, get extra turns, get extra potions. You know, get all this extra shards, extra treasure troops. You know, extra turns, extra faction epic. You know, why you have to do it at some point. That's the only way to get this weapon, other than getting it in the Soul Forge, but then you don't get all this other stuff. It's just smart to get if you don't have it. And then go ahead and like make some progress in Fell Roost if you can as well. So you buy up to the weapon, and then you play Fell Roost further than just all rewards, you know? So now you got more stats, more potions, more turns, it's a little bit easier. Instead of like playing it on a random day when you have less stats, less potions, less turns. Plus there's an overall, like you're getting all these rewards while you're doing it too. So for the first 9 layers, you know, you get all these extra rewards, and then everything after that's like frosting on top, plus you got the weapon, plus you got the other stuff you bought in the shop for buying up to the weapon. If you just craft it in the Soul Forge, then literally you're just trading diamonds and jewels for the weapon. If you buy it here, you're getting all the rewards. You're getting, you know, you're doing all the fights. You're getting rewards for that. You're doing all these layers, getting rewards for that. There's more stuff that you're getting while you're buying up to it in the shop. So it usually doesn't matter whether it's good or not, but it's nice to point out when it is good. Like, don't miss don't miss Life and Death. Is Obsidian Libram one too? Because that'd be another one if that's a faction weapon. It's hard to tell what weapons are faction weapons because they don't say the faction on them, I don't think. You go to weapon and then you go to... Oh, it does. So you could. No. What? See, it doesn't say the faction on the weapon. See how there's... I don't even know why this is an option. Did you ever notice this? If you go to weapons and then you pick a faction, there's nothing there. Like, why is this even an option, then? It's always going to have nothing to display. So to find the faction weapon, you would have to go to the Associated Kingdom, and then you wouldn't even know whether it's a faction weapon or not, unless you just know. But no problem, Mr. Walkervich. I love questions. Any question's a good question, yep. Even if you already know the answer, because you never know. Arena? Underspire? 10 years of watching me and, yeah. No, I didn't do my dungeon. Hey, shop doofus. Yeah, they help with the kingdom stuff. So you guys want to see dungeon and Underspire? Let's go do dungeon. We can do dungeon pretty quick. I, don't play it, though, unless you look at your... You know how dungeon goes. Everybody should do it every single day. All the way through. I came in and I said that you should do your dungeon every single day, all the way through. But once you get to the end game and you have like so many diamonds and jewels and crap that you don't care anymore, you don't have to do it. It's like one of those... There's not that many things in this game where I would skip it. But dungeon is one of them at this point now that I'm so... just look. I know I show this all the time, but... Look how many jewels I got. Look how many diamonds I got. I only get the Dragonite if I get a perfect. I do not need diamonds or jewels at the moment. So if I don't get a perfect, I don't do it. But that's a bad habit if you do need jewels or diamonds. So make sure you do the dungeon every single day for most people. It's kind of like not using your hero on a team. You got to earn the right to not use a hero on your team. And the way you earn that is by getting all your classes to 100. Now I'm able to use teams without my hero. The way to earn the right to not do your dungeon when you don't get a perfect is have so many jewels, so many diamonds that you're never going to run out. And then you earn the right to not do your dungeon if you don't get a perfect. But also, if your XP booster asks you to do the dungeon, that's when I do it. Because it's a little bit of stank on it, a little bit of frosting, a little bit of cherry on top. Might as well. It's usually what makes me do something. Just a little bit of extra, so it's like extra good. But today it says no, you don't have to. So if we can get a perfect, I'll do it. I usually do 1, 3, and 5. Because I just do the same doors every day. I feel like that's the way to go. It's RNG, so if you jump around to different rooms every day, you might just be missing the RNG. But if you stick to the same 3 rooms every day, you should hit eventually. I don't know if that's stinking thinking. Oh! The last few times I let y'all pick, we did not get it. I have blinkies, I better grab them. My blinkies. Alright, I'm gonna go with what... if this is, like, not the fight, but it also keeps my perfect intact, I'll run a poll. But if this is like a trap, we're not running a poll. If this is the fight, we're not running a poll. But say this is stairs or a buff, then we'll run a poll. But let's see what it is. No, it's a trap. I should have ran a poll. It was 4 and 6. Dang it. Oh well. All right, Underspire was the other thing mentioned. I have not touched it since yesterday, of course. I should buy gems because it's totally worth it. Buy 2 a day until Friday if you're trying to get the whole thing done. Underspire is a really good event to be doing every single week. There's also, there's levels to it though. You're a beginner, maybe you don't touch it. You just get your free lantern. You gotta do 1 fight, get your free lantern. A little bit further in the game, maybe you just do your free torches. A little bit further in the game, maybe you buy 1 set of torches a day, go to the 4th dragon or something. You know, you progress. Nobody's gonna jump on the game as a beginner and go to the 7th dragon. But also an in-game player shouldn't be like not doing it at all either. But I buy 2 a day if I'm trying to get all 7 dragons until Friday. Then you kind of like evaluate, like, can I make it or can I not? All right, we're at the door. That's cool. This was my team that I'm using. Pandemonium is available if you want to use it. I think I would use it if I had it. I still don't agree it might... I don't know if it's the best, but I would use it. I'll say that. Almost always the dragon is the best, though. Like, can't go wrong. Blue to purple. Do we have that? No. Got a big old green. Just keep looking for blue to purple. Nope, nope. Let's do this. There's Nocturnia. Well, you know, we could get skulls, so might as well. And are they there? Nope. Where are they at? Come on, give me skulls. What do we want? Let's take... do we have our conversion? Let's just do it. Now what? Now what? This? And there's our skulls for the win. This is the 2nd stream. Yeah, we did crash, Linton, on the first one. We haven't crashed on this one yet. All I got to do is look at my hero, though. Maybe we can end the stream by crashing on purpose. That way we've crashed like 5 times in 4 days. It's just the same as me ending it like normally. It's a faster way to end the stream almost. You could just crash the stream on purpose. I'll just say goodbye and everything, and then we'll just crash it on purpose. We'll show an example of how to crash it to end the stream today. Alrighty then. Let's do like 15 more minutes or so. So whatever you guys want to see in the next 15 minutes or so. The train is at the gas station. We slid it in sideways. That's what she said. Taking up 3 spots. We all get out. You know, we gotta have our music up like super all the way. All the way, we're bumping. We got the coolest music on, some King Von or some shit. Or It's Raining Men. Something cool. Got It's Raining Men on, super loud. The speakers in the back. The windows all the way down. We pull into the gas station, slide it in sideways, take up 4 spots. We all get out. We leave the car on. The music all the way up. We leave all the doors open. That way we're blocking even more parking spots. And we all go inside. The car's still on. The music's still all the way up. The doors are still open. It's taking up 400 spots in the front of the, like, the handicap spot, everything. We all walk in. First guy turning in scratchers. Everybody else getting brewskis, smokes. Fireworks. Tidy whities. Got on baggy brownies. We stink. Gotta buy some tidy whities. The baggy brownies are getting too baggy. Starting to be able to see everything when you shouldn't be able to. They should be nice and tight. And they're baggy and brown. So we need a new pack. Fruit of the Loom Tidy Whities. We order ice cream, so the worker has to walk all the way over and make some ice cream while there's 50 other people in the store. We got to turn in all of our scratchers, all of our lottery winnings. And it makes a crazy noise every time we win. Wahoo! 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 While our music's going like crazy in the parking lot, we're parking lot DJ. We know what you want to listen to, and we leave it on for you. And then inside the store, wahoo! 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 Taking up all the attention of the worker, making them make ice cream, wahooing the whole time, getting more scratchers and scratching them at the front of the line, just leaning on the counter. There's 10 people behind us, waiting patiently, knowing that they probably should not order ice cream when there's 10 other people in the store, and it makes the worker walk all the way over there and hand dip the ice cream. It takes forever. But we do it anyway. We order like 4 or 5 of them bad boys for the one worker to go make. So he has to walk all the way over there and hand make 4 or 5 ice creams while we're turning in scratchers, leaning on the counter, scratching them, turning it in again, leaning on the counter, scratching them. Big old line. People start leaving. They got like a handful of brewskis, and they're like, screw this, I'm out of here. There's another gas station like 30 seconds away. I'm leaving. It's going to take longer than if I just get in my car and drive to the other place. This guy with his freaking scratchers and his ice cream orders. We have to then change. We ask for the bathroom key too, even though they really don't want you to use the bathroom. We got to change our baggy brownies into tidy whities. It's how we prevent ourselves from stinking. We don't take a shower. We just order a new pack of tidies. Once our baggy brownies get too baggy and then you can just see everything, and we just order a new pack and we put them on. We got our conversion. Let's go. When we spill our ice cream all over the floor and we yell at the worker like it's their fault, and then they have to give us a free one. We We argue about the scratchers that they're actually winners when they're not. I thought that was a winner, dude. Didn't say wahoo. Wahoo, 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 wahoo. Meanwhile, hallelujah, it's raining man. For everybody out in the gas pumping, everybody out pumping gas, they get to hear that. Their car's still on, our door's open, nobody in there. They get to hear that super loud. Hallelujah, it's raining man. While they're pumping gas. So we're annoying like every person there. The worker, the people pumping gas, the people inside. Like, we're really good at annoying every single person that's there. You make sure to get scratchers, make sure you order ice cream, make sure you leave your car on with the music all the way up. Nobody in it. That's how you can annoy everybody at the gas station. Get a big line, a big parade behind you. The store, like this the line's going up the aisle so people can't even look for a Snickers. Then we go outside and shoot fireworks out of our butt. You put it in there and then you light it. And you like shoot it up in the air out of your butt. Gotta make sure to do that before we leave. Then we gotta do a burnout and do donuts around all the gas pumps. Everybody loves it though. They're cheering us on. They're playing air guitar on the gas nozzle. We put some skimmers on the pumps so we can steal your credit card information. A fake pad. Put a little panel on the side that you can't even tell it's there. A fake card reader that just snaps on top of the other card reader. And now we're gonna steal all your credit card information too while we're there. Holding up the line, playing loud music, doing donuts, burnouts, using the bathroom, of course, dropping a deuce, not flushing it, doing an upper decker. Somebody runs in there, they gotta go real bad, and we're just in there, taking our time, changing our underwear. And we got brewskis, we waterfall brewskis in the parking lot while we smoke our smokes. We light it up before we even walk out of the store. And we're shooting fireworks out of our butt while we're waterfalling brewskis, doing burnouts and donuts. But everybody loves it. They love it. I love walking in and then seeing that people are ordering 500 ice creams and doing scratchers. It's my favorite. I love waiting in line. I love when a person walks in and they see like 6 other people in there shopping, and then they're like, what should I? Oh, I'm going to get ice cream and scratchers. So all these people have to wait super long. So I'm the only one that matters. I need to waste my money. I want to inconvenience all these people in here. I won't wait until there's nobody in here to get ice cream. I'll make sure I run to the front and order it, instead of like hanging out for a minute and then ordering it. That's what I would do. If I walk in and I'm like, man, I would like some ice cream. Depends how many people are in there though. If there's like 3 people in there, I probably wouldn't get it. I'll just wait till the next time. Or I'll go through a drive-thru or something. I can get like gas station ice cream. I'll go through the drive-thru somewhere where it's like, that's the whole point. Instead of like making a gas station attendant make you a hand-dipped ice cream when there's 5 other customers in there and it's the only worker. Now they got to go out of their way. I think about that kind of stuff. I'm like, man, all these people are going to have to wait if I get a freaking ice cream. I don't need it that bad. I'll either hang out and wait a minute and then order it when they're all done, or I'll just get it next time. Or I'll go through a drive-thru where the whole purpose is to get ice cream. There's probably one super close. You could probably drive for 2 minutes and go get an ice cream at a drive-thru. Probably faster than the guy at the gas station could actually make you the ice cream. And then the Wahoo Scratchers as their 401k Social Security plan. That's cool every once in a while. Like, you know, I'll buy a Scratcher here or there. Just like I do pets sometimes. I'll buy me a Scratcher. But I'm not going to, like, get 500 of them every day. And then hold up the whole line in the gas station, turn them all in at the same time. And then get more and more and turn them in and get more and scratch them off and get more and stand there. Like, some people, like, stand in there. That's their day. They stand in there and they get Scratchers and scratch them and then they just stay there. That's what they order ice cream. Drive-through ice cream machines down. It's always dirty, dude. New channel ending? Yeah, just crash it on purpose. The train crashes. Boom. What is going on? Why can't I go anywhere? Oh. Alright, go. Okay, here's the strat. And I've showed it a million times and I just screwed it up. Now the game's loading. Here's the strat. You look at your this, and you go here. Woo! See that? It's faster. It's faster. It's the min-max speedrun strat. If you do this, look. Oh, man, I gotta do all this. Oh, jeez, that's taking forever. Oh, my gosh. I have to go wait. Okay. Or you can go. It's like closer. Woo! Woo! I think that's faster, right? We should time it. All right, here's this way. Ready? Guess you can go like this, though. Let's go to the dragon. And then you got this way. Woo! See, it's faster. It's gotta be. Here's this way. I'm going as fast as I can go. And here's this way. Woo! See, it's faster. Let's do a couple more of these. I don't want to scream all day, but we've done 2 hours. We've almost done 2 hours and 45 minutes if you combine the first stream and this stream. That's what I'll go for. Let's just do 10 more minutes. That's fine. 10 more minutes. 10 more. We leave the gas station. We do a burnout. We do a donut around the gas pumps. And we're heading to the zoo. We go to the amusement park to see the zoo. To get on the train. I don't know. I couldn't think of another, like, stupid train that we could go to. So I think of the train, like, at the amusement park. Now they have, like, the really slow train that goes around the amusement park. That's where we're going. I don't know why. And I act like it's like safari animal thing, like a zoo. And then it's got fake animals for some reason. So I don't know. I'm crazy. I have mental problems. And there's a bear that looks like a dog that looks like a bear. A horse that's painted like a zebra. And stuff like that. You got a unicorn. They paste a horn on something. They make a hippo and then they tape a horn on it and call it a rhino. We got this. It's always nice when you have your conversion. Got this, why not? Got this, why not? We're crushing it. Let's go. I like using succubus. I don't know why. You know, if I had Pandemonia, I'm telling you, I would be using it. But I also like using succubus sometimes. But you don't get to use her very often. And I think she's a little bit underrated. She's not great. She's not great or anything. Low mana cost for a mythic. 22. I think the lowest mana cost a mythic can have is 20 maybe? Might be 22 though. So pretty low. Pretty low mana cost for a mythic. Then, it charms an enemy. So that's doing damage to the enemy above and below. Based on their attack. So that can be a lot or a little. Depends what you're fighting. But the harder the enemies get, the harder that will hit. But also, if you killed a couple of enemies, that could do nothing. So, but it steals life from them. So it's whatever enemy you choose, it's stealing like that's a lot. Look, 219. true damage. I normally don't like single target true damage, but it's stealing it, which I like, so she gains that much. And then it also does the punch up and down thing, so it's not just doing single target true damage most of the time. It also charms, so it hits up and down. It's kind of like Splash. Then it has a summon with 1 to 3 succubi or incubi, so you could summon 2 things in or something, yeah? Instead of just 1. Just having a summon on it is a plus, no matter how many. But, you know, then its traits aren't very good, though. I can't really see, there's nothing good there. But steal 2 life from the first enemy, matching red. 25% spell. You know. But, I don't know. Just occasionally. It's like it's typing, it's kingdom. I use it here or there. I sound like Ric Flair. Woo! Woo! Jet flying. Jet flying. What does he say? I don't know. He definitely does some jet flying. He's wheeling and dealing, jet flying. Kissing and hugging. Farting and pooping. I don't know. Ric Flair. These days he probably is farting and pooping. It used to be jet flying, wheeling and dealing, hugging and kissing. Now he's probably sitting and sleeping and farting and pooping. Lying. Today he's lying. He's a liar. Supposedly. I see him on lots of interviews and he's always like burying everybody. Telling lies. It's kind of like Hulk Hogan. But they're wrestlers. What can you expect, dude? Like, their whole job is to lie. So when they start lying, it's like, yeah, of course. That's their job. Like, they're fake fighting. Like, they're lying to the crowd. They're not that person in real life, you know? They're not like a Undertaker that came back from the dead. Most likely. They're probably not even a garbage man or a plumber. They're a wrestler. They're acting like they are a garbage man or a plumber. And then they gotta lie to you. Because they're not really a garbage man or a plumber. And then they're not really punching each other, or kicking each other, or hurting each other. And then, when they retire, all they did was lie their whole career. So now they're lying. Like, they beat King Kong Bundy in the Japanese Tokyo Dome for the world title. And you're like, no, you didn't. I can look that information up, sir. You did not beat King Kong Bundy in the Japanese Tokyo Dome in 1984. Yes, I did. I was backstage and I beat up Brutus the Barber Beefcake. He looked at me sideways. No, you didn't. Jake the Snake put a snake on me and I ate the snake. I bit the snake. It was going to bite me and I bit it first. They just start lying about everything. But that's their job, though. You got to give them a little bit of grace. Like, Hulk Hogan lied about a lot of stuff. He said he was one place when there's, like, proof he wasn't there and he was, like, in a different place. He said he was the... He said he played guitar for Metallica. That's a funny lie. Like, that's a lie I would say. I played guitar for Metallica. I went to space in a Lamborghini. After playing guitar for Metallica. You know what happened? I was there in the crowd, brother. I was there in the crowd, brother. And Lars had food poisoning. And they knew that I knew how to play the bass. So they called me up on stage, brother. And they let me play the guitar, dude. Let me tell you something, dude. The crowd went wild and they called for 10 encores when the Hulkster was on the bass, brother. You want to know something, dude? The Hulkster. And there was A&Rs in the crowd and I got them their first deal. And now they give me no credit. They were a little known band. Nobody knew about them. They weren't even called Metallica yet. I came up with that name. I came up with the name Metallica, dude. Their name was something stupid, brother. And then I played bass for them all night until the morning. And they said they'd never heard it played so good. Dude. Brother. Let me tell you something. Oh, let's do this. They still punch even when they're dying. That's cool. You like kill them, and they still punch the other guy. I like that. Succubus Queen can make a dead body punch somebody. Did you know that? That's how cool. Succubus Queen is so cool that when you kill somebody, they're still going to punch their friend. She will kill you and make you punch your friend while you're dead. Alright, let's look at the chat. I think we're wrapping her up today. Very long, good stream. I will see y'all for another one at some point. We definitely will stream on Friday. What do we got on Friday? Let's check it out. Brother dude. Let's check it out, brother dude. What do we got this weekend? Is it a faction event? I think it is. Stone Song Erie? I think it is. I walked in and I said it's Stone Song Erie. Somebody told me it was Stone Song Erie. I said it's Stone Song Erie. That's what I said. It's an expanded faction for Stone Song Erie. That's what I said. Somebody said it wasn't, and I said yes it is. And then I told them it's definitely Stone Song Erie. That's what I said. I walked in and said it's Stone Song Erie, and they said no it's not. And I said yes it is. Stone Song Erie, 24th to 26th. I should practice my Donald, because I think I could do it. I'm horrible right now, but I just gotta watch them a little more, and like watch some people that can actually do it. And then practice to like actually sound right. You know, that's how you do voices. You gotta sound like the person and then say the things that they say. So that's what I should probably do. Instead of not sounding like them and not saying the things that they say, I should probably sound like them and say the things that they say. Then it would be really good. Alright, yeah, we got a faction event this weekend. We got Stone Song Erie, so I will see y'all on Friday for that. We'll do ranking the difficulty, as long as I haven't done it already. We'll get 2 of them knocked out in 1 week. That's cool. That's cool, brother dude. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, brother dude. We're gonna do Stone Song Erie. We're gonna drop the leg on it. I think we haven't done it yet. I'm looking. No, we have not done Stone Song Erie. So we will do it. And that'll be our 20th one done. Or 21? I don't know. Alright, back to the chat. Live chat, which is better than top chat. Flintstones. Wahoo! Wahoo! Oh, my blinkies. Let me get them. Oh, and we got to crash the stream, too. Don't let me forget. We're done. When I'm done reading all the chats and saying goodbye to everybody. Hey, DC, thank you so much, bro. I can always use gems. I don't think there will ever be a time where I cannot use gems, you know? Appreciate it. I already got my offers. Shrines are stupid. Shrines is one of the dumbest thing in the game. I don't know who buys those. I'm not saying you're dumb for buying them, but it's like just a dumb offer. The devs are dumb for making it a thing. But I would recommend not buying it. I don't think it's very good. The shrines. It's stuff that you could just get if you just play the game, you know? I'll play the game for you. If you want to give me $9.99, I'll go get you 100,000 gold and 2 major orbs of chaos. Like, just give me your account info. I'll play it for you. You can give me $8.99. How about that? Give me $8.99 and I'll go get you more than 100,000. I'll go. This is easy. Right now. Okay. If somebody wants to give me, I will do it. Let's see. I'll just do it. I'll be an Undercutter's Pizza. I'll do it for $8.99. Okay. The only thing I can't give you is the plus 50 VIP points, I guess, though. I would just play the faction event for you and I would get all that stuff, plus more. You know, maybe not two major, it'd probably be like one major orb and a minor orb, and then it would probably be like 200,000 gold, but it's very similar. Like, I can give you a very similar thing in about 15 minutes. So for like $8.99 USD, I could give you probably 200,000 gold and at least one major orb and a minor, maybe. Something like that. Something very similar I could do in 15 minutes. Most likely. So you're paying like $40 an hour for that. That's crazy. Hopefully you make more than $40 an hour if you buy that one. I would have to make at least 40 bucks an hour to, you know, like I don't have enough time. I gotta buy it. You know? Well, hopefully you make at least 40 bucks an hour, because that's how much that costs. Because that only takes 15 minutes to do that. It only takes 15 minutes or less, you know, to get that. This is really dumber. Souls? Souls? You could probably get that many souls in like 3 or 4 minutes. I don't know. I guess the 2 major orbs, but then they could be green. You could get 2 green orbs. Like, why? I wouldn't buy something that's like a. It would have to, if it said exactly what you're getting, like a gold orb or a silver orb or a minion orb. Those are random. You open them and they could be green. This is a horrible. Like, look how horrible this deal is. First of all, you better make more than 40 bucks an hour to buy this. Second of all, you could get 2 green orbs. Third of all, you can get twice that much gold in 15 minutes just doing the faction event. Horrible. It's dumb. I don't think anybody buys the shrines, though. Like, who would do that? Alright, enough ranting. Anita says, all that going on, I would be buying a nerve pill. They sell them at the gas station. Mr. Walkovich says, next question before stream crashes. Cine was best, easiest underworld to fully renown. Okay, so far, I could tell you. Mr. Walkovich, I'm probably way behind, and you asked that 5 minutes ago. But I've been keeping track. As far as the ones I've done, the easiest one, today was very easy, dude. Fell Roost is one of the easiest. I think it's the 4th easiest of the ones I've done. I did it deathless. It was so easy. I didn't lose a single troop. I felt strong. I think I almost lost 1 troop maybe at one point, but we still didn't. But All-Seeing Eye is really easy. Mirrored Halls is pretty easy. Crypt Keepers is easy. Why do I have Mirrored Halls twice? Oh no! How'd that happen? There's no way. And I scored it different both times. How do we have Mirrored Halls twice? There's no way. Anyway, Mirrored Halls was easy both times. All-Seeing Eye was easy. Maybe I wrote the wrong faction down instead of... I don't know. That sucks. I just noticed that. I got Mirrored Halls written down twice. Silver Necropolis is easy. Fell Roost is easy. Mirrored Halls is easy. And All-Seeing Eye is easy. And I'm pretty sure Amani Thrax is easy. That's King Gobtruffle. Deep Hive is probably easy. I think one of them is weirdly hard, even though you have like an awesome troop. But Deep Hive, Amani Thrax, Mirrored Halls, All-Seeing Eye, Crypt Keepers, I think, and Fell Roost. Was that it? Now I'm doubting myself. Was it Crypt Keepers? I'm stupid. Yeah, it was. Court of Foxes isn't too bad. Emperor Nazar isn't too bad. Those are the easier ones, but mostly All-Seeing Eye is really easy. Fell Roost was really easy. The harder ones, the ones you want to avoid until later, are going to be like Fire Rift, Werewoods, the Warrens, Dripping Caverns, Dark Court, Sea of Sorrow, stuff like that. And Labyrinth, obviously, and Laraza's Lair. Sorry, my question was probably... My answer was... Zoolander. Mario games, yeah. The Hive is easiest? Okay. Mushroom Village, a.k.a. Amani Thrax. Anita left the building. Oh no, Sana's leaving too. Leaving the gas station. Papa William Studio says you're good at sound effects. Sounds like Flintstones when they use their feet to move the car. Voice acting for Disney movies. Ric Flair. Jake the Snake. I played bass for Red Hot Chili Peppers. You played piano for Elton John. I played piano on the spaceship while they were inventing AI. And I invented AI. So you can thank me for that. Every time you use AI, you can thank me. I came up with the idea, but I did not, like all the negative stuff about it, that's their fault. It's not my fault. I had a perfect way to implement it, and they decided not to do it, and now there's all this negative effect. It's not my fault, though. I came up with the idea and I designed it, but then they put all this negative stuff to go along with it, and that has nothing to do with me. So I'm sorry. It's not my fault. But I did play piano on the spaceship while I invented AI. But I'll see y'all. Thank you so much. Special super duper shout out. My chat is dumb too. Like it goes away and comes back and goes away and comes back. Special super duper shout out. Brother Dude. Brother Dude Anita. Brother Dude Sana. Brother Dude Mr. Robert Westover. DC. Mr. Noob Duty. Mr. Walkervich. Dropping the leg on the stream today. Thank you so much. Brother Dudes and Brother Dudettes. Jimmers and Gemmas. And everybody else, you know, tent poles, obviously. Hitting like, being here, it all helps. It all helps. As long as we have all of it, it all helps, right? Like if you have the if you have the foundation but not the roof, you're still gonna get rained on. You know? I heard that from Socrates back in the day. Einstein and Socrates told me that. They said if you just have the foundation and no roof, you're gonna get rained on. You know what I mean? So we gotta have everything. You can't just have one or the other. But if you have all of it, it all matters. So the likes, the being here, the chatting, the asking questions, the donations, becoming a member, etc. You need all of it, or else you can have the foundation, but then you get rained on because there's no roof type of stuff. And that's what Einstein said. But thank you so much, Sana, Chad, Papa Willie on the scooter, DC, Linton. Who else was here? Mr. Wakovich? That's how I want to say your name. Mr. Wakovich? You a Wakovich? You can Wakovich out of here. Why don't you Wakovich out of here? You getting sassy with me, talking to other girls on your phone? Why don't you Wakovich out of here? Mr. Linton. Starla. Starla was here. Chad. And Sydney Cool. Tyrion. I know Jets was here, Yoke was here. I can pretty much always just say that because they're always here. Shout out to them. Funky Town's on vacation. That's awesome. I like living vicariously through you guys, and if you're doing something fun and awesome, then it makes me feel good too. Shout out to Funky Town for that. Alright, let's crash the game. Let's go! I gotta get adulting, I guess, even though this is adulting, technically. I should probably feed my daughter lunch, basically. Alright, anyway, let's crash. Oh, if I crash it, though, I use up a torch. Let's do it somewhere where it doesn't cost me anything. Let's crash it on, like, Explore. Let's crash it on Explore on purpose. That way it doesn't cost me. Like, it would have cost me a torch there in the Underspire. Alright, look up. I'm using the wrong team, though. Where can we go? Everywhere that I would go would cost me something, right? Or we could do it in between a fight. Would it work? Yeah, I think it works. Alright, let's go to Underspire. You could do it in between the fight. Like, I haven't used the torch yet, right? I look at my hero, and the game crashes. Right? We're testing. The enemy's team does not have a hero. Let's look at everything but the hero. Here's the King's Crown. Here's the Genie's Lamp. Here's the Sacred Treasure. Here's the Horde Mimic. Here's Nocturnia. Succubus Queen. Herald of Damnation. You can even do this. I think you can look at it here. Should we test that? I think you can. You can definitely, like, change your class stuff. if you want. Change your banner. Can you look at your hero on this screen, though? That'd be a good test. You can't. Not! You cannot!